Hello explorers, how are you doing? I hope you are all well. Welcome back to the madness that is Hanoi in Vietnam. This is the second episode in a series of videos that I'm calling Walk Around, where we take a look at a place by walking around. The train track you've just seen we'll be exploring later on in the video. The area that we're focusing on today is the Old Quarter. And this area here is just like a hive of activity once the evening comes. See a lady here selling all of her fruit. Like I said though, I want to come down this track later today because we'll see the train running through hopefully. Not too sure what their obsession with lights is, but there's loads and loads of shops like this. We now have to make our way down this street, and all of the paths are taken up with mopeds and people doing business on the pavements. And down this street you'll find clothes shops and carpet shops, material and all sorts of items for sale. Just seen a guy carrying a mattress on the back of his bike. Fortunately I couldn't capture it in time. Got a lady selling her avocados here. I remember when I arrived in Hanoi and I was so intimidated. Now I'm just thriving off the energy and the noise. I love it. One of the things that I want to do with this series is just capture daily life. I find this type of exploring is much more interesting than going to a popular tourist attraction. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but doing some kind of building work, maybe digging underground. And I just love capturing all the sounds. I just wish you all had smell-o-vision. And as you can see, lots of people sat out having lunch. Looks like this shop over the road is selling bamboo ladders, and this one as well. Yesterday I was watching a video by another YouTuber called Corey, who's got like a food, lives in Hanoi, and he told us about this street. It's called Camara and it's full of Christmas decorations at the moment. As you can see, lots of decorations. Starting to feel a little bit thirsty, and one drink that I want to try out is the egg coffee. What we've got here is literally a street full of flower shops. Got all these colours. I mentioned this on Instagram yesterday, that the reason why these houses are not very wide is because it's based on property tax. The wider the house, the more expensive it is. And yes, you have to be really careful where you are walking. Loving the architecture on this street. The one thing that you realise is that these little cafes here look really small, but there's actually upper levels on a lot of them, as you can see here. So much life down these little side streets. You know, tourists don't tend to head down to these little places. And yes, I know, I am a tourist as well, but just no tourists down here as well, just locals. So as you can see, a few food places and more flowers. No clue where I am right now. And as you can see, the locals literally just wander around with a bicycle selling all sorts of items. So I'm in a little coffee house. And this is where I'm sitting. So what we have here is an egg coffee. You can see the yolk there in the actual egg. It's really creamy, or it looks to be very creamy. Very, very sweet. So as you can see, lots of clothing shops on this street. Suits, shoes, belts. Just having a look at Google Maps to see where the hell I am. Not too sure what this is in the tree. Always look up when you're out exploring. I'm not too sure what these tannoys are for. Yeah, lots of cables there. And without knowing it, I've walked around in a circle because this is where I've just had coffee. I have a really funny story to share with you all. I can't believe what just happened. So I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, just smiling away, and then this happened. Within seconds she'd put the hat on my head and then gave me the big basket frame, I'm not too sure what they call it, and then took a photo of me. So I'm just heading down this side street. It's got travel agents and restaurants and all sorts of shops. As I'm eating into it, there's egg in here. I can taste the lemongrass and the cucumber and all of the meats. So good. Since it's lunchtime, there are many people sat outside the little cafes and restaurants, and the traffic's starting to get a little bit busier. Okay, it's now time to head towards the train tracks, and I'm hoping the timings of these trains is correct. This junction here is absolutely crazy to get across. You've literally got traffic coming from all angles, as you can see. I am completely and utterly lost right now. Obviously taking the wrong turn somewhere. Bloody hell, just going around in roundabouts. At least we've got some blue sky though. I finally made it to the tracks after getting lost for about 45 minutes. So as you can see, these are people's houses, and just look how close they are to the track. I'm just hoping that the times that I've been told online are the correct times that the trains come down here. What an incredible place though, it's not often you see something like this. Smart business though, alongside the track there's little restaurants opening and shops. I'm assuming that there's no train coming soon because everybody's just chilling out on the track. Okay, this is my room for the next couple more days here in Hanoi. As you can see, I've got a very large widescreen TV, and also I have a little dining table and sofa. In the kitchen we've got a large fridge freezer, a little microwave, a hob, kettle. In the kitchen we have loads of storage space. And I think the toilet in the bathroom needs to come with instructions. As you can see, you can have a shower up your bum, you can have a bidet wash, You can choose which nozzle position you want, if you want front or rear. Over here we have a queen size bed, which I have to say is fairly comfortable for Vietnam, and a little desk space with wardrobes and aircon, and of course the mandatory plastic flowers. The location of the apartment is perfect. It's in between the Old Quarter, but it's down a little side street, so you don't get all of the horrific noise from the beeping and the horns. It's very quiet here, and I love that. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen the views from the rooftop of this complex. See all over Vietnam. I'll show you that another day. And this is for the super explorers that watch my videos all the way to the end. I think I know who most of you are now. If you are a super explorer, let me know down in the comments section. And over the next couple of days, I have some really exciting videos to be putting up on this channel. We're going to be going to Halong Bay on Sunday on a day trip, 12 hours of travelling. It's going to be crazy, but the scenery between Hanoi and the bay is going to be pretty spectacular, so I'm taking my GoPro camera in the hope that I get some footage of that. We're then going to be going on like a 4 or 5 hour cruise around the bay on a boat, so that's going to be fun. And also I've got some exploring planned for Saturday and tomorrow Friday, and Saturday night I'm going to be going to the huge Hanoi street food market, which is just incredible. They close all the streets off to cars and vehicles, and it's just full of food. I cannot wait to stuff my face. Until next time, explorers, don't forget to keep safe, and more importantly, explore. See you soon.